I was impressed with that move you pulled. Bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's G, it's Double MD, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Maverick, Mark Daniels, here with episode 56 of our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team Let's Play. And guys, if you missed last episode, we did some more attempts at recruiting Rayquaza. Of course, after last episode, we did about, what was it, 16? No, we did 15 total. This would be the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. Encounters so far since starting these Chasing of the Dragon series here, or this is part 3. But it's a grand total of about 46 attempts overall, if you combined these attempts along with the first set of attempts that we did. As I mentioned multiple times last episode, and probably the episode before that too, we did 30 encounters the first time around, and some of it was on camera, some of it is in an episode that I recorded but never published because I just didn't want it. Wasn't a very exciting video. So anyways, we're almost to 50 attempts overall. I'm hoping that we get it soon, because we have about a 12.5% chance of recruiting Rayquaza. We got Groudon, which had the same exact rate. I think maybe even a little bit lower because our Pokemon's level were a little bit lower. I think it was just a 10% chance, which is still, I mean, it's not much, smaller than 12.5, but it is a smaller chance nonetheless. So I think we got really lucky with Groudon, and we lost all that good luck, and now we're having the bad luck portion catching up to us here with the Rayquaza encounter. So I'm hoping today would be the last episode in this series where we are chasing the dragon. If it is, if we get done, early enough, we will of course recruit some Pokemon and just kind of kick back. And then shortly after we're done with the Rayquaza, possibly the episode afterwards could be the next episode after this. Hopefully it is. We might do a little bit of a grindy episode, just leveling up some Pokemon that we need to level up and evolve, or I may or may not do that. I haven't decided yet. We might go ahead and start on our next bit of progression here. Maybe recruit some unknowns, maybe, because we still got several unknowns to recruit. We have a lot of Pokemon to recruit in general, but we'll be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I haven't quite decided yet. I want to look into what Pokemon are recruitable in higher level areas in the 99 floor dungeons we'll be doing, because if we can recruit Pokemon that are higher level, so we don't have to evolve them. For example, if we can get high level Beldums, so we don't have to try to level up a Beldum from level 10, all the way up to level 45 that you evolve in a Metagross. I would love to do that instead, because obviously leveling up a Beldum from that low level will take a very long time in this game. There's no really quick way of leveling, at least I haven't seen. Maybe there's a guide somewhere I can find that will tell me that there's a fast way to do it. The only thing I've seen was that trick that I've used in the past that I've showed you guys, of kind of leveling up in the Magma Cavern, getting to the bottom floor or whatever, and then just kind of beating up a bunch of Pokemon, let the wind carry us away after just, hanging out down there for too long. Take us all the way back to the beginning of the bottom floor, rinse and repeat, and that, and then Western Cave, which we haven't gone to yet. It's one of those 99 floor dungeons, but apparently when you get to I think it's floor 70-ish, there's Alakazams and stuff, and they can pay out a bunch of EXP. We'll be attempting that at some point, I guess, and seeing what we can do. But here's our first attempt at Rayquaza in this video. Can we finally recruit her? Can we get Kanan to join the team? I sure hope so. Nope. So that was attempt number 46 overall. 16 with these set of attempts so far. We're almost to 50 attempts on Rayquaza, and it just sucks, man. I really want to get Rayquaza, and the fact that it's taken us this long so far is kind of disheartening. Luckily for us, we do get to save right outside of the summit here, and we only have to go up 9 floors. Granted, some of these floors can take a while to climb through, because the map's so big, and also the background is white and the mini-map outline is white. So sometimes they clash and it's hard to see the remaining portions of the map, which is kind of annoying. It also hurts my eyes a little bit. My eyes are a bit sensitive. My eyes are terrible. I have stigmatisms in both eyes. I wear glasses. I am nearsighted. And it messes with my eyes a bit. So sometimes, I gotta take a break. That's why, honestly, why I haven't recorded too many of these in a row, and also why I took a break the last time we did encounters and decided, okay, we're just gonna move on. We'll come back later. Is because it was really hurting my eyes after a while. Seeing the same background over and over again wasn't working for me. But we'll see how things go this time around. I plan I keep, like I said before, I'm gonna keep going till we get them. We're gonna get this Rayquaza before we do anything else. It may take several episodes, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna get Rayquaza. We want to get that done and over with. And then we can focus on something else. I mean, we're gonna do a 99 floor dungeon soon. As I mentioned before, I do want to get I almost said Rayquaza. I want to get Blaziken to like level 70. We're gonna have to take some Pokemon with us for some of these expeditions, obviously. Now there are somewhere that doesn't require any levels, or not any levels, but any. Well, I said that right, but it came out weird. Basically, there's a particular dungeon. I'm not sure which one it is, where levels don't exactly matter. And don't worry, I will equip my friend bow. I didn't forget. But you start off as level 1 in these dungeons. Now I gotta figure out a good strategy, maybe a good moveset that we can use to help us with that. Of course, we didn't get Rayquaza there. That was our 47th attempt overall, which is unfortunate. But yeah, there's one in particular that you start off from level 1, and I don't think you get any item, like you don't get to use bring any items in. Like you can only use the items you find. And it's a 99 floor dungeon. It's gonna be painful to go through, so I'm kind of nervous to do that. But obviously, getting level 70 or level 80, 100 won't do anything for us in that one. So getting a certain level isn't what's holding me back there. It's the fact that I'm nervous about it. And I want to look up some tips that people can give me, or maybe think of a strategy myself, maybe the right Pokemon for the job, the right move set. I gotta do a little research because I don't want to just go in and get to 78 floors and then lose, and then just be like, oh, we just wasted an hour's worth of time, just doing this, and we failed. And there probably will be episodes like that. I don't think I'm going to be able to clear these on the first shot every time, but still, if I can be as prepared as possible, hopefully we can avoid some of those, at least some of those issues, right? Let's see. Okay, now this is where the mini-map in the background comes into play, because I can't see. Okay, I think maybe the top left side here. Yep, here we go. Perfect. 6th floor here. And of course, I really enjoy the 7th floor because it's just a straight shot, usually. Alright. And then the final floor here. This will be attempt number 48. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Attempt 49 coming up. Again, this has been quite the lengthy expedition here. But hopefully we can get this today. I really hope so, because I really do want to move on and do some other stuff. I really do enjoy this game. But obviously, as they should be, some of the legendaries are really hard to recruit. I mean, they're legendary Pokemon, they should be more difficult to recruit than some of the other ones, obviously. And I was thinking about this recently, like, what game do I want to play next after this? Because I don't know if you guys have kind of noticed, but like when it comes to like my series here, I like to do two Pokemon series at a time, and I usually like to go like um, one mainline game and then like one spin-off at the same time. I don't like to do two of like just spin-offs or two of just regular Pokemon. I try to have a little bit of variety there, since I'm doing two Pokemon series, and I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and move straight directly to the next mystery dungeon and try to complete the Pokedex and stuff, or if I'm going to do something else yet. I haven't quite decided because we still got a long time on this series in particular. I mean, it's going to take us a long time to finish the Pokedex here. There's still a lot of grinding to do, a lot of Pokemon to recruit. But I know it was suggested to me a while back to maybe try out, a Pokemon Ranger series. And as I mentioned before, I mentioned to them in the comments that I don't know how easy that would be to do on an emulator because of the touchscreen stuff. To like, it's been a long time since I played Pokemon Ranger, and I never beat it. But I remember you had to use like a stylus to like put a circle around the Pokemon you're trying to capture or rescue or whatever it was. And I don't know if I can really do that on my emulators. I could try. I mean, I can set up the touchpad with a mouse, I think, and obviously I'm doing this on a computer, so I can use my mouse to as a stylus maybe. I don't know. I'll have to test out and see how easy that is, because that might be hard to do with like a controller in hand. Now I am using a PS4 controller to do this with, and they have like this little gimmick here, this little pad. Maybe I can use that as the touchpad. I don't know if I can set it up that way or not. But these are ideas that have floated in my head, obviously. There's also the DS Pokemon Race game. I forget what it's called. It might just be called Pokemon Race. Oh no, it's called Pokemon Dash, I think. I obviously I own all these games, but I've never played it, but I don't know how easy it would be to do on an emulator yet again. And I don't know, maybe something I check out as well as something a little different. Okay, that was number 49, I believe. This is attempt number 50 overall. Can 50 be the magical number? It'd be perfect. Perfect, well-rounded number, divisible by 5 and 10. Perfect number here. Halfway to 100. It'd be great if we can get Rayquaza on this attempt here. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So Pokemon games that I could potentially play next that I haven't really played before. Well, not necessarily haven't played before, but spin-off games. I do want to play Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness at some point on the channel. So that might be something we might do. I do enjoy both of those games, and I think there is a way to randomize them. Maybe? I have a program that I use to randomize my Pokemon games, obviously, because I randomized Omega Ruby, which we're playing through right now, and then also Ultra Sun? Yeah, Ultra Sun. So I have a program that could do that. I don't know if you can do that with those type of spin-off games. I might check it out. Might attempt to do something like that. Maybe something a little crazy, or maybe we'll do regular playthroughs, and then in the future, we can do spin-off games. There's no need to rush into something like that because I haven't played those on the channel yet, anyways. And it's been a long time. I remember a while back. I don't think I ever uploaded a video for this, but I attempted. No, I was trying to stream. I think I was trying to stream. It was either streaming or recording. I can't remember, but it was when I was streaming Pokemon TCG online. I was thinking about trying to stream Pokemon Coliseum. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I apologize. But I was trying to stream Pokemon Coliseum, and I was having difficulties. But that was when I was first starting things out. So I'm a little bit better now at everything. But also, I think the emulator was a little slow. Using a GameCube emulator at Dolphin, and I think certain games have certain issues with emulator, just like with any emulator. Certain games have issues with it, and I think maybe there's some of that going on. So I don't know if that's even a possibility. We might check it out though. Alright, so here we go. Attempt number 50, guys. Can we finally recruit Kanan? Alright. Yes, number 50, man. How perfect is that? It's probably not exactly 50. Of course, I estimated or guesstimated that I was about 30. But this is, I believe, exactly 20 attempts this round, so it just kind of worked out to be kind of like a guesstimation of 50. But still, it's pretty cool nonetheless. Very excited for this. Let me just make sure. Let's see. I'm gonna write down that we got Rayquaza. Alright. Pokemon number 105 on our Pokedex, Rayquaza, aka Kanan, and we will name it that here now. I was actually double checking the spelling on Kanan. I was right. I couldn't remember if there was an extra N, but there isn't, so we're good. Alright. I can just use my mouse, I think. Yeah, on this side I can. That's how I usually enter in passwords too. Okay, we're good. Always just double checking. I get so nervous with spelling of things like. So let's check out our newly recruited Kanan, aka Rayquaza. So very excited for this. Very excited for this. Look at this. Look at this area, dude. This looks so cool. This is one thing that I really enjoyed about this particular Mystery Dungeon game, which is why I decided to play this one over like Explorers. Besides it just being the first one, and then I could kind of play them in order as time goes on. But I really enjoyed the friend areas, and it's one thing that I really wish they would have brought back because it's just so cool to see these different areas and seeing these Pokemon just kind of be there. Another thing that I miss, because I played, is it called Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon for the 3DS? I think that's the one. I think that's what it's called. You can't actually recruit Pokemon. You unlocked like friendships or something. I didn't like that nearly as much as the recruitment process at all. And then I played all the Mystery Dungeons, but there was the other one before that. It's called like Thousand something or another. It's been a while. Hold on. It's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Gates of Infinity. That's what it was. It wasn't too crazy. The roster was limited if I remember correctly. I wasn't too crazy about that one either. But yeah, very much enjoy that. I'm glad that we got Kanan for the team. What's our time looking like? What do we got going on here? So we're almost at 20 minutes. We definitely have time to do some other stuff. Should we go for some unknowns? We definitely could. Definitely want to save here just in case we didn't. Let's take care of some inventory here though real quick. Oops. Oh, but I'm so glad that's done and over with. And at what we called 50 was just too perfect. Couldn't have planned it better. Link box. Da, 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 da. I was honestly worried that I was just gonna be filming episode after episode of this. You know, obviously it's the third one. I really thought that maybe I was gonna have to do, 10 of these, and at some point I was just gonna like not upload some of them because I didn't want to be like the 10 episodes of just chasing Rayquaza, you know. But it worked out in the end, and I think we're good there. Okay, so we can go for some unknowns, or we can recruit some regular Pokemon, or we can do a little bit of grinding. So I mean, we have some options here. Let me quickly take a look at the bulletin board, see what's going on here. So we have the Howling Forest escort mission, no way. We have the Pitfall Valley, again, it's another escort mission. Yeah, we're not doing that ever. Not a fan of escort missions, especially ones that you have to save before you enter the dungeon. Because then if you lose your friend bow, if you take your friend bow in there, and you lose all your items. And I ain't about that. Especially when it's because of another Pokemon got knocked out, not me. So what do we want to do here? So unknowns, I forget where they're at. They're in, I might have to Google this real fast. I can't remember. Was it the Unknown Relic? You would think it's the Unknown Relic. Quickly, let me just... Blue Rescue Team. Unknown Relic. Yeah. Okay. So, I'll quickly, to remind myself and you guys too, which unknowns do we have so far? We have G, L, S, T, X, and question mark. There are 28 unknowns total, so we want to get all of them. Obviously, if we're going to complete the Pokedex, you got to get all the unknowns. Otherwise, what's the point, right? Alright. So again, I might have to look at that list again to remind myself which ones I do and do not have. We already got the friend bow equipped. Wonderful. So that I can't. Some of these letters it's hard to tell what they are. So that's an S, I believe, which I think we have, right? Yeah, we do have S. Let me quickly unknown. I had to do this last time too, because some like that could be. I'm pretty sure that's the S and that's an R behind it. But man, is it hard to tell sometimes. Okay, so let me open this up. This will help me out a lot. That does not look like an S in comparison to this one. What is that? That's the Z. See? It's a good thing I opened that up. Which we don't have Z yet. So, okay. Good to know. Okay, I gotta pop this open again. This is when a third screen would come in a lot of, it would come in handy. R. Another R. Okay. Normally I wouldn't need a third screen, but like, since we don't have C yet either. So the way I record this, I mean, I've mentioned this before. That's O, right? Yeah, it is. And that is D. Oh, you'll get the D later. LOL. And that is C, I believe. I'll double check. Okay, so we do need C. I'll explain how I record here, and I'll record this in a second. I keep getting distracted. Yeah, so that's the letter C, which we do not have. So we'll grab it. And we do want to nickname it unknown, and then space. The letter C. Excellent. Alright, so what I do is I have the emulator on this screen right here, but if you've ever played on the DS, I use DESMUME. I think it's pronounced like Desmumi. I don't know, whatever. If you ever use it, the screen is kind of small, and I don't like messing with like the screen sizes of it and stuff, so I leave it the way it looks. And I use my OBS, and I full screen my OBS screen. So right now I'm looking at my layout, like you guys are looking at. Normally I wouldn't see my layout. I would just see like the video gameplay, and I wouldn't see my camera and stuff. So like right here where I'm pointing at the top, my top right. I guess it'd be your top right as well. I have my my face, and then I got the logo, and then I got the bottom screen right below it, because it's much larger and easier to see than the smaller screens that I have. Now don't get me wrong. I have 27-inch monitors, so it's really not that bad to look at just the gameplay that I have set up already. But this is just better. I like this. I like playing like this better. So that's B, I'm pretty sure. I gotta make sure I'm not got the unknown. Okay, good thing we have reviver seats, and he knocked him out. Perfect. It's just hard to tell. That's an O. I'm pretty sure that's O. Alright. That's R. Oh, I forgot to bring in a skateboard, but I really should have. Alright, we'll just move on here. So I think there's 3 floors. Oh, we don't have exclamation mark. I know that much. Nice. Yes. So space. Very cool. I don't know which one this is. Okay, because if I look at it, it looks like a G. Well, I wouldn't say a G. I saw a G on there. I'll say it looks kind of like maybe J, but it's G, which we already have. Okay. Whoops. So we already have you. We don't want it. Oranberry. That's definitely an S, right? No, that's Z. No, that's S. Oh, don't get knocked out, please. I don't want to waste any more reviver seats, please. Explanation mark. Don't do it, Bobby. That's X. X gon' give it to you. Is that F? I can't tell what that is. I'm not going to recruit it because I don't want to recruit something we already have. That's definitely X. Okay. Do we have X? We do. Okay. So no. When they're turned to the left or right, it's really hard to see which letter it is. Okay, so I gotta double check if that's S or Z. I'm pretty sure that's S. It is S, and we already have S. Alright, move on to the next floor here. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's J. They're both J's, lol. That's I. Double checking though, but I'm pretty sure that's I. It is. And we don't have I, so I will recruit it. Yes. Space. Alright, so now we can just leave here. Next run we do on this, I'll bring in the escape orb. I don't remember which letter that is. That might be V. That looks like that might be question mark. But yeah, it's kind of hard when they have the side profile. That's J for sure. Is this 3 floors or 4? I'm pretty sure it's 3 floors. Are we out of embers? We are. Oh, there's 4 floors. Okay. I think that might be L. That's N for sure. Oh, 5th floor. Okay. Maybe this is an escape orb? It is. Let me quickly look and see how many floors are here because I already have the thing open. 11 floors. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use an escape orb. Honestly, if there's only like 6 floors, we might as well just tough it out, but I accidentally clicked on the touchscreen. Okay. Escape orb, here we come. We have 3 new unknowns. C. I know one was exclamation mark. I forget what the other one was. I think it was I, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. We'll double check though. I'll definitely save real quick. I'll take a quick look at unknowns real quick. We got C, G, I, L, S, T, X. Yeah, we're good. Let me compare it to the ones I have written down, just to make sure we have them all written down. So, we have C, G, I, L. And then S, which we have written down. TX, exclamation mark, question mark. Perfect. Okay, so let's do. Oh, let me grab an escape orb real quick. We'll do one more run for the unknowns, and then I think that'll be about it. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we'll do one more run on the unknowns. We'll call it an episode there, and then we'll come back and we'll figure it out. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. It might be a grind fest episode. It might be a dungeon run. It might be some recruitments. I don't know what we're doing yet, but it'll be exciting regardless of what it is. Okay, so what was I grabbing? Escape orb. Perfect. Okay. I just remembered in the next set of games, there's like equipment for Pokemon. Isn't there like specific equipments and stuff that you can hold on to? Is that W? I can't. No, it doesn't matter what it is because we didn't recruit him. Alright. That's definitely A. Pretty sure it's R. O. E? Do we have E yet? No. That's right. E. Question mark, we already have you. Alright, let's go to the next floor. Sure, why not? I'm pretty sure that's T. L. Yeah, J. Pretty sure we don't have J yet. We don't. Also, just want to double check that's J. You know, I'm positive it is. It is. Sure. Space and J. With a question mark. So I'm not sure what letter that is. Is that V? It is V, okay. Oh, gosh darn it. I went to click on my emulator so it would switch over. I accidentally keep clicking on the touchscreen. Alright, so V. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and use that escape warp and get the hell out of here. So that puts that how many letters now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, we didn't write them down yet. Ha ha ha. We got V. E. And I forget the other one. I keep forgetting which ones we got, which is not good. My memory is not the greatest at times. We got E. J, that's right. Alright, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Almost halfway through the alphabet and the, punctuation marks. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I am the Maverick Mark Daniels, bidding you farewell, peace, and one love. Bang!